What's going on, family? Welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews. And today we're going to be discussing Love Jones. Yes, Love Jones from 1997, starring Larenz Tate in the title role of Mr. Lovehall. And we have Nia Long here starring as Nina Moseley. We also have the likes of Bill Bellamy in this one, who's straight up hilarious. And we have Simon James. We have Khalil Kane, who was in a lot of movies in the 90s, very prominent actor. We have Leonard Roberts, who was in Drumline, and Lisa Nicole Carson. We have Isaiah Washington in this, who plays the best friend Savon. And this movie was, I think, ahead of its time when it comes to romance. You know, when you're gonna do a romance movie, I think this is the blueprint. The premise is rather simple, but at the same time, it's worthy of watching. You know, you fall in love not only with the characters, but with the dialogue, and we'll get into those a little later. This movie has some of the best quotes delivered by both Larenz Tate and Nia Long, and I'm gonna take you back to '97. The storyline, basically, the summary of this movie is Darius Lovehall, played by Larenz Tate, is a young black poet in Chicago who starts dating Nina Moseley, played by Nia Long, a beautiful and talented photographer. While trying to figure out if they've got a love thing or if they're just kicking it, they hang out with their friends, eventually start talking about love, relationships, sex. Then Nina tests the strength of Darius' feelings and sets a chain of romantic complications into motion, right? Just like every female does. You know, if you ever had a girlfriend out there, a wife, a significant other, man, you know that they put you through these predicaments sometimes just to prove to themselves that you love them or care about them, or even consider them, to put them on that pedestal that they rightfully deserve. And, you know, that's basically the synopsis of the story. But to me, what this movie, I loved about this movie was Love Jones, to me, explored the passionate and intelligent side of love. And it does so very, very deliciously when you see this movie. Larenz Tate and Nia Long deliver performances as understated as the film's smart jazz and R&B feel. You know, throughout this movie, the music is awesome. It has an R&B soundtrack. Their approaches give their characters dimension and depth. But make no mistake, this film, it offers elements of entertainment and political correctness. And director Theodore Witcher's direction, even, you know, he's the director of the movie, and he didn't direct nothing until maybe 2016, so it was a long while before he directed anything. But his multi-layered offer of African-American characters was second to none, you know. If comparisons must be made, Love Jones compares to the best in Woody Allen's Annie Hall in Manhattan, basically. And those films explore desire and passion through words in addition to physical attractions. And these two characters are very attractive, even to this day. They aged well. I recommend this film, you know, to the scores of film goers who missed its limited, you know, theatrical release back then. You know, I was just 10 years old when this movie came out. I had no business watching the movie, but every movie my father attended, I was there. So this was a treat. Down the line, as I thought about it, I'm like, you know, at first I'm like, what the hell am I watching? But as you mature and you get older, you appreciate the value of this movie. And what's cool is, after watching this movie, you have that first course of conversation amongst friends, lovers, and this is the kind of movie where you want to gather your friends and talk about it afterwards. It's sure to spark equally passionate discussions, problems, and that's always a good thing. This is my favorite movie that portrays African Americans, honestly, in a whole different light. You know, me being having Spanish heritage, obviously we could sympathize, and we do have African in us. So, you know, I look at those movies in a whole, and I look at myself in them. That's why I love watching them. It shows a different side of us, that is not shown in the movies. And it's not the bang bang urban ghetto setting or having to deal with deep racial issues. It captivates the whole essence of being young and trying to be successful while having problems. And with letting your guard down and letting someone into your life, just like we all experienced in life, whether you're white, black, Spanish, doesn't matter. What I liked about the movie the most too was the whole bohemian atmosphere, which gives a great touch that makes all that great. It's a great script. It was well written. Has great dialogue that captivates you, and you just get involved with the character and the characters. I think when it comes to the cast, it was perfect casting with a lot of chemistry and very good acting. And still, I haven't seen any other movie with black characters that are portrayed in this light, you know. And I've seen a lot of movies, and with black characters, and they aren't really portrayed in this kind of format. But since it's a comedy, it's based on, loose, true events. And I give this movie a straight out 9 out of 10. Not only because of the story, the effectiveness of how to express love, relationship. This gives you basically the archetype of what you should look for in a person. To me, not only Love Jones cleverly portrays the African-American man and woman in a clear and positive and realistic sense. I feel that all the actors and actresses were magnificent in their own ways, and they really did a great job at capturing the mood and the essence. Nia Long and Larenz Tate worked well together. Their chemistry really shows on screen. And as a matter of fact, what's funny is Nia Long wasn't even considered in the title role. This movie actually was written for Jada Pinkett. And when she turned it down, obviously, Nia Long got the role. And if you haven't seen this movie already, I strongly recommend you do. Regarding the dialogue, when I say it was well written, it was really well written. Darius Lovehall has some of the best quotes in cinema history. Fellas, if you're trying to get some ass, watch this movie. Take a pen, take a pencil, and just to give you some of the quotes, I'll tell you some of them, and maybe this will make you want to go see the movie even more. But some of it is so funny, but so sexy and relating at the same time. He has a saying where he goes, "Say, baby, can I be your slave? I've got to admit, girl, you're the shit, girl." And what he says, "And I'm digging you like a grave. Now, do they call you daughter to the spinning star? Or maybe queen of 1,000 moons, 10,000 moons?" And then he goes, "Sister to the distant yet rising star. Is your name Yamaya? Oh, hell no. It's got to be Ocean." You get it? Ocean. It's crazy, man, the way he talks in this. White as a field of jasmine and clover, talk that talk. Honey, walk that walk, money high on legs that spike like Jehovah. It's crazy. He says some things where you're like, wow, and romance is about the possibility of the thing that you see. It's about the time between you first meet a woman and when you first make love to her, when you first ask a woman to marry you and when she says, "I do." When people who've been together a long time say that romance is gone, what really saying is that they exhausted all possibilities, and I believe that. This movie really, really puts you to think. It's a mind bender too. It's basically, it's not just a depiction of love. I think it's a class in either how to find love, if you're still in love, or how to pursue love. And it's a masterpiece in my mind. I don't need any poetry. I used to write poetry back in the day, and subconsciously, I don't know if this movie was the movie that actually set me on that path. So definitely go check this out. Give this movie a 9 out of 10, hands down. And go check it out. Let me know what you think in the Discord. And let's have this convo. Is this one of your favorite movies all time when it comes to romance? That's why I'm putting it up as one of my Valentine's movies. Or do you have something better? Let me know. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and please share this video. And if you want more content from me, subscribe. Till the next one. Peace.